Hey, everybody! Welcome back to the Gentleman's Bureau podcast for episode 38. Um, just us today. Just reconnecting with the guys. We got a cool guest on next week. Be excited for it. We are. In other news, you can now find us on Spotify under the Gentleman's Bureau. Um, so show us some love over there. Add us to your followed podcasts, and share it with your friends if they listen to podcasts when they're driving around or on the combine. It's growing season. Everybody's planting back home. Um, what's new in your neck of the woods? Unless that's a copyrighted statement.
Um, I don't know, dude. I've just been
Way there, don't you know?
chilling all week.
That-
Just chilling, doing work, going to work, just doing my thing. Reading.
Your new place.
You said what?
How much longer till you move into your new place?
I move in the 19th.
19th coming up.
Yeah,
Coming up.
dude.
Fortnight
Yeah.
out. Exactly. Exactly a fortnight out.
Ooh.
Yeah, sure.
I don't know, it like never comes up, but I like the word Fortnite. At least I did before the game ruined it. But like, I don't know. Every time I get the chance to use Fortnite, I do. Because like, how often are you talking about exactly 2 weeks?
Yeah, true.
Seems
never.
like I've only heard people from like Australia use that while they're playing
Well,
like didgeridoos and
Didgeridoos is a diggeridoo.
No, it's didgeridoo.
no, it's didgeridoo.
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
We
I
would.
don't think so. I
Um,
guess you guys won.
Fighting
Yeah.
kangaroos.
my buddy actually has one. It's fun to play.
Play, man. It's just like.
There's more to it. The lung capacity alone is ridiculous.
Well, huh.
But yeah, he only
Now
has.
I don't believe you because I doubt your friend has a lot of lung capacity.
Doesn't. We can only play for like I don't know, like 10 seconds, and then we're like, but he has one.
Yes, smoker.
Not really.
Oh, not
Party
really.
sometimes, but and I
I
mean
just like
cigarettes
party.
once in a while. But anyway, he has like a guitar, obviously, because like everybody has a guitar. But then he has the didgeridoo, and then he has this weird like goat horn that's like a old like Jewish instrument. And I was like, why of all the instruments you could get, did you get the didgeridoo and this weird like goat horn thing? I don't know. Those are the ones I found interesting. I was like, well, at least you're not the same as everybody else, except for that fucking guitar.
Oh, whatever.
But anyway, I think today we're gonna do a little bit of Reddit posting, right? Well, not posting, but reading posts of Reddit.
I guess we could post some stuff.
We should just shit post on Reddit for a whole video.
Oh, that'd be great. Just to see the responses.
Right? Just to see how many times we can get yelled at for saying stuff we shouldn't be saying.
It wouldn't even be that. It'd be like I want to talk about the hard times that are coming with the lumber industry. Like that's pretty relevant right now. And people would be like, "Shut up, you suck. Go fall in a hole." Like just ridiculous stuff.
Reddit's a wild place.
But-
You can get like crazy support and like people that just bash you for no reason at all.
Yep.
And it's anybody's guess which one you're gonna get. All right, so our first post here is coming out of Am I the Asshole?
Wait. I wanted to talk about lumber real quick before we dive into Reddit.
Yeah, lumber.
So have you guys actually seen the price of lumber in America? Because
it went from
Yeah,
like
it's fucking wild.
$25 for a sheet of plywood up to like now it's almost $100 for a sheet of plywood in some places. It's ridiculous.
that's crazy.
Yeah, and you know what happened? You know why it's happening, right?
No. I mean, I've heard
Because
something about tariffs.
I don't know about the terrorist part. What I was hearing was that a lot of places had to shut down for COVID, and between then and now, we have expended the overstock that we always had. Like all these, like every like Menards holds like a bunch of woods, right? But they also have warehouses that just store wood, so that they can just constantly have more coming in. Like if they have a big order, they fill it from the warehouse. Right? So they're not, robbing stores of like all their plywood. So we burned through the overstock, and now, especially right now, this is where it's hard because it's one thing to burn through overstock over like 9 months of not really building weather, but now we're getting into like big building weather, and everything's just out everywhere. So the demand is going up, the supply is low, so the price goes freaking skyrocketing, and it's just like it's a weird trickle effect from all the COVID shutdowns we had. But it'll right itself eventually.
So that's insane, right? Like,
oh yeah,
or will it? I like that.
The the average price of a home now in Denver, $700,000.
Jeepers.
Average.
I know some people that are in the carpentry industry, and their only thing that's saving their ass right now is the fact that they keep lumber on hand, like all the time. And then some other people were talking about like they have a portable mill. You know what those are?
Yeah.
Yeah, like it's basically you can hook up this saw out in the woods and like cut a tree down and then turn it into, your 2x4s, your 4x8s and everything.
They're
pretty interesting. Yeah, they're pretty cool. And he's out there, basically doing that right now. I know 2 people that are doing that, and they're talking about like it's not the best quality wood, but honestly, if there's nothing out there, people are just gonna buy it. So
yeah, what comes with that is like obviously the portable one isn't as like fine as the bigger units that are less mobile. So the finish on the wood is lower quality, and then because they're portable, they can't be as big. So a lot of them end up being like, you can only hit like 2.5 foot diameter trees and stuff. So
yeah,
you get less lumber, you get smaller pieces of lumber, but I mean it's a good thing to see like people encountering a problem and being like, let's work it out, let's figure out a solution, which is cool.
Yeah,
it shows the ingenuity of man.
I wonder how many like people are going and getting their aged lumber. Like people do aged trees or whatever. I wonder how many people are like cutting into that right now and like turning that into their supply for their construction projects. Because I know a lot of people just do that for like furniture, right? And then there's people that, God damn it, he has chicken tendies. Everybody that's listening to this audio only, Lane got up just a few minutes ago, and we were all like, "Oh, where'd he go?" Obviously, he had to go run off and go get chicken tendies out of the oven or something.
No, he got DoorDash. I know exactly where he got them from. This restaurant does not sponsor the podcast, so I will not say their name. But when we got some of these wings when I was out there, and they are good wings, and it's a great deal too. It's like what, like $8 for a normal size, and you get like 11 wings and a bunch of like curly fries. Yeah. So it's like a crazy good deal for what you're getting, and the quality is good. So it's like, I'm not mad.
And we cannot break tradition. Lane has to eat chicken of some sort every time on the podcast.
Yep.
Every time we do
pizza.
This.
There's been a couple pizzas.
There's been a couple pizzas. Oh Lord.
I'm almost always drinking coffee.
I'm happy though. I like it. At least he's he's getting those micro proteins and keeping up with the gains.
That's lean protein too, which is good.
Oh yeah.
Except for the fact that it's breaded up and fried.
It's breaded, but hey, you know what? It's the weekend.
You need those calories.
It's the weekend, man. What are you gonna do?
Yeah. All right. You know what? I think we've had enough lumber talk, but since we're talking about protein, did you also hear that there's a meat shortage right now? Or that just the price of meat has gone skyrocket in America?
Right.
It's not affecting me, but I'm still wondering about it.
I need you to send me some Wagyu beef.
It's the bomb diggity, but I'll tell you what, it's very expensive.
Expensive as fuck, dude.
Just put it on Lane's tab.
Oh yeah, just throw it on my tab. He'll throw me the scraps.
I guess, dude. It's and it's also like something you just can't like. Okay, so you know how to cook like a regular steak, but this cooks so fast and it's so full of like fat and marbling that basically what you want to do is just get the pan so hot, like as hot as you can get it on your stove or barbecue or whatever you want to do. And then like a little bit of oil and like whatever herbs you're going to put in there. Pretty much you don't want to put anything on there. Maybe some salt on the steak and that's about it. And you just sear the outside like really quick, like 20 seconds one side, 20 seconds the other. And then like you're done. Cut it up.
Maybe
and
do
eat
the
it
edge
because
too, if it's thick enough.
maybe, yeah, if it's thick enough, but that thing's gonna melt in your mouth like butter, man. It's crazy. I've only had a couple pieces, but they're pretty expensive and they're pretty good.
Well, each piece is like $5, $10 a bite. Like each little bite.
Yeah, it's
Right.
ridiculous.
More
Yeah,
than
I've had
that sometimes.
Like that. Because you can get those kind at the store, like at the regular supermarket here in like Okinawa.
That's like
And,
the cheap kind, right? Yeah.
yeah, that'd be super cheap. But also, well, okay, here, let me explain this one to you. I'm kind of like, I think this is pretty cool. So they talk about the Kobe beef and the Wagyu and all that stuff. Well, Wagyu just means like Japanese beef, but since everybody just gets high quality Japanese beef, they just refer to it as Wagyu. And what was I going on? Oh yeah, Kobe beef is like the big one too, right? Well, all the cows that are like in Kobe, like getting bred where they like give them beer and massage the cow and like have this super crazy good diet for them that makes this awesome marbling, right? Well, all those cows actually come from Ishigaki, and Ishigaki is this little tiny island off the coast of Okinawa. So they're like Okinawan too. And I just think it's cool, like something that everybody knows in the whole world, just like a little bit extra, and it's like comes back to Okinawa. Yeah.
Sweet. Win one for
Island.
the home team.
That's right. They have this other thing though. Like if you ever come over here, I'll show you guys. I really think you'll like it too. Is they have the Ishigaki beef, like special cows that they raise there that are kind of like raised special like they would in Kobe, just like warm weather. So the fat marbling is like thicker than it would normally be, I think.
Okay.
At least to my eye, that's what it looks like. And God, man, it's so good. Okay, I know you've never tried this, but we'll try beef, and then instead of putting like anything on it, like sauce wise, you just put like really thick grated wasabi on it with like a little pinch of salt. It's super good.
Oh man, wasabi's like super hot, right?
Wasabi's a strange taste. It's like tangy and a
Definitely
little
hot.
hot.
It's definitely fucking hot, Mark. Come on.
I don't know.
You can't
Like,
tell me wasabi's not hot, man. That's fucking.
it has a spice to it, but it's more like I get a tang from it. It's not like oh my god, this is so spicy, my mouth hurts or anything like that. Like I don't know.
I was
Yep. But then again, you eat super spicy noodles too, so I think our
hate those.
spice levels are off level.
Yeah, I don't know.
dude. So you guys know Kyle Hughes? Quick shout
Yeah.
out to the guy.
Yeah.
Dude, we used to eat out at Superwalk all the time, and after the gym and shit. And he would always like, he'd get wasabi, and he could get like a fat like spoonful of it, and just eat it. And there was like a method to it. You like breathe in through your nose, out your mouth, and you wouldn't feel it. That
What a
was the
boss.
trick. Yeah. Well, like he's like Asian, so he knew like how to do it. His grandma's like straight up Asian. Yeah.
Well, I guess like yeah, he's his bloodline is knowledgeable about
Yeah.
that kind of shit. Yeah, I remember his grandma was like from mainland Japan or something like that. I think she's like Osaka, Japanese or something. Osaka. I'll tell you what, they're a different breed of people. That's where they have the school for comedy in Osaka. It's pretty cool. We'll talk about that someday. It's interesting. It's really interesting. Like, you go to school to become a comedian.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I feel like if I went to school to be a comedian, and then I saw other people that didn't go to school to be comedians being comedians, I'd be like, why did I go to school?
It's like it's not just like learning how to be funny, but it's also like networking and getting into like an agency and stuff like that. But yeah, I would be really, there's a lot of people that don't do it, but you can obviously tell like people that went to school to be a comedian have it a little bit easier getting into the industry.
Makes sense. I believe that.
There's a Jesus, my voice just cracked. What am I? Junior high again?
Yep.
Oh Lord. Well,
Back to zero.
there's a Canadian guy that went through the comedian school and I think he has like a Netflix special on it or something like that, like a little documentary. But I see him on the TV every once in a while, and he does traditional Japanese comedy where you sit down in your little suit, or I think they do like a man's kimono or something like that. And they do jokes, and all they use is like a wood block and a fan and stuff like that. And they usually tell the jokes from like the perspective of like two people.
Okay.
Like two people interacting or something like that. It's definitely
almost like a
different.
skit.
Yeah, like talking out like a skit comedy, and there's like a big history about it. Like they used this method because it was actually like a traditional method for like monks to like tell stories and like give life lessons, and then like it translated over to like doing comedy.
So you're telling me that this ancient monk technique has been changed to be a joke?
Yes.
Joke to you?
Monks are all, well, being a Buddhist is kind of a joke. No. Gonna get shit on so hard by every Buddhist out there. No, it's like it's just interesting how the Japanese can, take something and like kind of like change it to more, I wouldn't even say modern because this is so like ancient, right?
Yeah.
But old, ancient, I don't know about that, but like change it into another form of like entertainment, I guess.
I remember in one of my gen eds we had to study like other religions and stuff. So when we did our Buddhism unit, and we were talking about Siddhartha Gautama and whatever, I remember the teacher said that when he like was seeking his enlightenment, he like left his wife and children behind, and like also bear in mind he named his son Fetters, as in like shackles, fetters. So he named his son basically handcuffs, and then he left to find enlightenment, right? So one of these people in my class is just like, oh, so he's just a deadbeat dad who left his family behind. And I was like, I don't think that's how you should describe how Siddhartha Gautama like left to find enlightenment. But sure.
It's
I
funnier
guess
that way.
It is funnier that way.
Have you guys ever
I've
thought
coughed
about
before, yeah.
Thought before.
Jed's gonna add some stupid laugh track to that. Anyways.
Now I am.
Have you ever thought yeah. Have you ever thought of like actually going and doing that shit? Like going to be a monk? Like I thought so hard on doing it. I almost like booked the shit to do it. I was like, fuck it.
What are you gonna do? Like you're like, I'm gonna be celibate. I'm going
just
to
go out there
like,
and indulge in the culture, I guess. Just do
So
it.
what was your plan to become a monk? Like just fly to Tibet and hope?
Don't go to Tibet.
I don't know. I really at one point thought about doing it when I got out of the Air Force.
Yeah, maybe Thailand. because like you could actually like go for like 3 months. Truly think about this. So as a thing, like young men in Thailand for 3 months, I think it's
Turned
like
into
13.
girls or girls turned into
No, no,
guys.
no. No, I think that's
I've heard
later
about
on in
this.
life. But
I've heard about that.
I've heard about this. No, they make the young men. They go and do this 3 months of like becoming a monk, or maybe it's like 4 months or something like that. But you do this as a young man to like religious study or something like that, and all young men are required to do it.
Interesting.
Yeah. My wife's close friend from Thailand was talking about how her brother did that and he really enjoyed it and like got a lot out of it. So I wonder if they would like let a foreigner do the same thing. Most likely. So because
Probably like,
they're
oh, an American.
Thailand.
Let's charge him a bunch of money for it.
Right.
That's what you would think, but probably not. Like they're very open people, and they because like it's like what are you gonna eat? You're gonna eat rice, maybe once a day, and
Right.
maybe a little bit of vegetables. They can afford that. You're gonna sleep on the ground. You're gonna work for the temple, and they're gonna help you like find your center. So
Right, like, hey, free labor for some rice? Sure, why not?
yeah,
So
it's pretty cool. Yeah.
So what
I
you're
mean-
saying is we should all go to Thailand and do like a 3 to 4 month long monk class.
Maybe
I think we should
like
go to South America and take a DMT class, and then
Why do
come
we have
back
to go to
and
South
talk about
America for that?
Because they have.
isn't
like,
that
an
where they
actual
do it? Like
setup.
in a small.
Yeah, they have like an actual shaman, like person that can watch over you, I guess, and like
I see.
I say
it's
we
very
go.
like they walk you like step by step through it.
All right, Jed has Thailand monks. You have South American shamans. I'll take Navajo peyote tripping and a sweat
Cool.
lodge. That's what we'll do.
Oh yeah,
Now you should do something like Russian bullshit.
Oh, Russian shoot a boar and drink blood.
No,
Contest.
Russian like bear fighting, bare hands.
Yeah, there's no religious aspect or enlightenment in this. It's just
I think there is. I
kill
think
a bear with
you'd
your
get a
bare
lot
hands.
closer to God if you did that.
You probably would.
One
yes.
way or another.
might meet him.
Yeah, you might meet him. At least
Yeah.
hopefully
Close
for
encounter
just a
of
little
the third
while.
kind or something there.
Open that third eye. Jesus Christ.
You can't open the third eye because it's being
Pineal
calloused
gland.
by the fluoride in our water.
God damn it. Okay, you want to talk about that? Because I don't think we've ever really touched on it. We've just been joking about it.
How the government?
Because-
I don't know how the. If we're
talked
going to talk
about
about it, well, we touched on it, but I want to know the actual year that the government decided to put it in our water. I know it was in like the 50s, 60s. They said it was for our health. Fluoride is a fucking neurotoxin. All right, it's not for your health. And if you want to look up some crazy shit, search fluoride spots. Look those up. It's like spots that like appear in your teeth and like rot your teeth out. That's why like babies, you can't give babies like fluoride toothpaste and shit. Like you can't do that. Or I guess not babies. They don't even have teeth, but like, you know, little developing kids. But yeah, no, it calluses your pineal gland. So like, think about, okay, so when you take a shower, there's fluoride in the water in the shower. So you're showering yourself in fluoride. Your skin is absorbing the fluoride there. Then you get out of the shower, you go and you put some toothpaste on your toothbrush. Well, that toothpaste has fluoride on it, and you're scrubbing, and you got fluoride there. So it's like a never-ending.
Yeah.
And then when you go
and drink some
to
water.
tap water, which if you look at, because I looked at like how to get fluoride out of the water, and you kind of it's a process. There's a filtration system, but and every bottle of water, like you're not gonna find any manufactured bottle of water that doesn't have some bit of fluoride in it. because they by law have to put that in there. So it's like you're kind of forced with fluoride. But it like so the pineal gland, right? That's like what they call your third eye. It like connects you to spirituality. It activates whenever you do some drugs, right? Certain drugs. But like the fluoride calluses that pineal gland, which renders it useless. So if you're not using it and it's just being calloused, your body knows no wiser. It's not even using it. So like there was a theory that as we evolve and we keep using this fluoride, that we won't have pineal gland. Like our pineal glands, because we're not fucking using it as is, it's gonna just, with evolution go away. But or weaken, or I don't know. But see, if we're gonna talk about it, I can look up some more shit, but that's just off the top of my head what I know. It's a neurotoxin. It's not good for you.
Well, shit.
Yeah.
That's messed
But
up, man.
I mean, hey, who am I? I'm just a conspiracy theory guy, right? So I'm just the wacko.
Yeah.
I mean, because think about it. Doesn't that sound fucking crazy? What I'm saying, like, when you drink water, there's fluoride. When you brush your teeth, there's fluoride. Like, you would think, like, no way. Look it up.
Yeah, I mean, it's everywhere. So it'd just I don't know, it makes sense that it'd be easy to use that, like water, to control people? Or put something in it to make you more susceptible to, I don't know, disinformation.
I buy it. I subscribe to that
Well,
belief.
that's the other thing, too, is it tones down your reaction, right? So it calms you down. So you don't, create an uprise.
Yeah, because, like, if you're mad, you're drinking,
Yeah, like, if you get
your
emotional.
right amount of water and brushing your teeth. You're not going to go out there and, take down a government that's taking all your rights away. You
Yeah.
know?
You're not going to do that.
You're not going to. God damn it. I wish I could do an Alex Jones voice. I'd say it just like that. That'd be great. He might be crazy, but he's entertaining.
Is he crazy, though? I don't know, man.
Yeah,
I think
he's
he's
a little
crazy.
out there.
He's definitely out there, but
I would much prefer it if he put his information out there like a normal person, like NPR. I mean, not NPR, but NPR style, like where you can actually sit down, have a full conversation with him about one subject instead of jumping like 20 subjects. You know what I mean? And he explains himself.
He's mainlining some fucking. He's tapping into the universe, into a part that we can't really fucking tap into, man. So it's just racing through his head.
Are the demons in the fourth realm? See, that's what, like, I was like, what the fuck is this guy on? Because this is crazy.
Shit.
You can't sit there and be like, there's elves. And I was like, wait, come on, man. Don't play me like this.
You never heard of the DMT elves?
I have not heard of DMT elves. I mean, I've heard him say there's elves, but that's about it.
Yeah, man. There's DMT elves.
There's DMT elves? Are you fucking me?
Are you fucking kidding me? Yeah. So we had some people from Reddit, right?
We do indeed. We do indeed.
Asking things, so we need to answer those.
Yeah, so this first one is a post from the Am I the Asshole subreddit. And a little bit of earlier reading tells me that they're from New Zealand. So here we go. Am I the asshole for telling my brother to smarten up before he loses his opportunity to be a parent? I, 36 male, have an older brother, 40 meters, well 40 meters, 40 male, so 4 years apart. He has a girlfriend who is 27, it's a bit of an age gap, and is currently 38 weeks pregnant. That's 4 months and 2 extra weeks for those that aren't good at math. We are in New Zealand. My brother and his girlfriend have been together for almost 4 years now. They split up in December of last year because she inherited some money from her godmother and decided to quit her job and go back to uni to finally complete her master's. I don't know the whole story, but I gather she gave up her master's when they met because he demanded she pay half of all the bills, rent, expenses, and she couldn't keep up with his lifestyle on a student budget. They had a massive falling out because he thought she should have put the money towards a holiday for them both instead of using it for selfish reasons. They got back together in February when she found out she was pregnant, as she wants to do the best for the baby and didn't want to be an AH who never lets him see his kid. I don't know. Since they got back together, he has been constantly pushing boundaries as he thinks she won't leave now that she's having a baby with him. He has cheated, driven drunk, and got caught, quit his job, so she's forced to support him, etc. She is quite close to our family, particularly our mom, as her family is exceedingly toxic. For example, her dad showed up pissed at her graduation and tried to grope multiple friends of hers and then called her a cunt when she asked him to leave. So she has confided in Mom and my wife about how unhappy she is. She admitted to them that she is expecting to inherit some more money at the end of the year from the passing of her godfather. Her godparents passed at the same time and had separate wills, but his was contested, so it has taken longer to be paid out, and that she was thinking she'd use the money to get away from my brother. Mom and my wife encourage this as they see how unhappy she is. Last weekend, my brother was bragging to us at our younger brother's stag do that he has her under his thumb and can do whatever he wants because she's stuck with him now. He's been going on for hours and ruining our brother's night, so I kind of went off on him, told him he was chasing away a great woman, and when she finally does leave him, he's going to be fucked because with multiple convictions on his record, he's not going to get any custody. The night was basically over afterwards, and we all went home, but now he's flipping his shit at me for interfering in his business and making him look bad. Am I the asshole here? No, I think it's pretty clear who the asshole is.
Yeah,
Your little brother for having a stag do. No, yeah, yeah. That's just a bad mentality to have all around.
Yeah, I mean, I'll add a little, because I think, okay, I'm thinking about this maybe a little bit different than you guys, because I don't know, just because, but yeah, I think it was really selfish of him not to want her to go back to school, and then, but at the same time, like I get you want somebody else to contribute to like help with bills, help with this and that, but it's obvious that this guy doesn't like, as a man, it's kind of, I feel like it's your obligation to like pay a lot of household bills and things like that, like especially, I don't know, maybe they're just because they're just dating, yeah, have her pay half for, you know, but whenever you're like together like in a relationship, they're living together, they're doing all that, like, yeah, maybe you should you know, pick up the tab. She's carrying your son, daughter, whatever, carrying your kid, and especially now, right? Like, you can't just quit your job and like be this broke bum, like,
right,
fucking fool, you know?
Yeah, I don't know. I think he needs to get his like before he, like, a lot of the shit that I just heard, he doesn't even have his fucking life together in general. And that's like step one before you can even think about you know, contributing to somebody else's needs, let alone to other people, right? And he's not even contributing at all to her needs. And if she's got the money to go to university, that's fucking awesome. Why would you? He
Yeah.
said, "Oh, she's being selfish." No, you're being selfish. She's trying to
And-
fucking better herself, bro. She's trying to go get her
And,
master's, and you're
what
over
it
here.
sounds like to
Go ahead,
me.
Jed.
Well, you guys keep talking about like this, how she's paying for school and shit. And what it sounds like to me is that she left school to get a full-time job to pay these bills. And when she inherited the money, she went back to school and used the inheritance to pay the bills. Is what it sounds like to me. Which gives the guy even less ground to work on, because he's still getting the support that he wants with half the bills and stuff. But she's also going to school, is what it sounds like to me. So I think he's just a real asshole, and she should have gotten pregnant by somebody else.
Well,
Yeah, good luck
Kid-
with that seed.
yeah, that's it's pretty messed up. Yeah, like it seems like she's in a rock and a hard place because she would be gone otherwise, right? Like she wouldn't have been there. She's be back at uni. You know, if she probably living it up, you know. But she has this guy dumped a load of baby gravy in her, and she's stuck with, you know, a kid that, I mean, whether you want the kid or
Lane's fucking
not,
dying.
or whether you want the kid or not, or you want, you know, your freedom, like she obviously feels obligated to, you know, not have an abortion. I don't know what the laws are over there either, but at the same time, like she wants to keep the kid alive, I guess. And where was I going with this? Oh yeah. She wants to keep the kid alive at least, but she also, you know, she wants to be a mother, you know, which is pretty natural for women, people in general.
Women are happy if they are moms. If they wait till if they focus on that. No, man, studies are out, bro. If they wait,
New shit has come to light.
new shit has come to light. All right. If they wait till they're like 30s, till they're like late 30s, 40, if they can even have kids, and like they focus so much on their work because, you know, equality, you know, feminism. You gotta go out there and do what a man can do. You know, be a CEO of a company. You know, do this, that. But you don't have kids. Like they are the most miserable people on this planet. Like that is fact.
I don't think they're the most miserable people, but yeah, most people get more enjoyment out of being parents than anything else in the world. I think
Women. I'm talking strictly women.
strictly women. You
Like,
don't
they
think
should-
men get enjoyment out of being a father?
No. I do think they do. I'm just saying women are the primary caretaker. All right. Men are out there to protect and gather resources. This goes back to primitive ages.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah. I can
Women
agree with
are
that.
to care for the child. You know, not coddle it if it's a guy. Right? You kind of have to like let it go to the dad so he can, you know, teach it a little bit. But
Early years, we get some, you know.
no, we're talking like
nurturing.
Spartan. No, nurturing here. We're talking about Spartans. I'm raising little Spartan kids, all right? I'm going to take my kid out, do all sorts of crazy shit. But I'm just joking. But
Swinging
no,
a sword at 3.
but no, like look at who she's with, bro. You're with that clown? Like, all right, you just took that dude's seed. Good luck. Like, I don't know, man. These women out here, they're crazy.
How many sheep can that guy buy in New Zealand? You know, that's what you
Right.
got to think about first.
That's
And
what it's all
sheep
about,
getting
man. In New Zealand, it's all
left
about the sheep.
behind.
It's all
Exactly.
about the sheep. Don't
Okay,
they have like
so-
hella drugs out there too?
I don't know.
I
I don't
don't-
live there.
I've never heard of that. I mean, all I know is like New Zealand, they don't have a lot of people. They have more sheep than people, and they eat a lot of sheep. And what else? Like, didn't the super rich used to use New Zealand as a hunting area? Like they brought in a whole bunch of non-native animals so they could hunt them there. They bred like crazy. There's like a whole bunch of. I think there's a goat problem because of that. I don't know. New Zealand's a strange place, man.
Well, long story short, No, you're not an asshole, dude. Did the right thing.
Yeah.
Yeah,
If-
you got to set your brother straight, especially like you're the one guy that can actually do that. You know what I mean?
yeah. Like eventually he'll realize that when you said this, you kind of had his best interest in heart, as probably more hers, but like you did say that he was chasing her away, so maybe you're probably thinking about him too. So yeah, definitely he's the asshole, not you.
Yeah.
All right. Next one, also Am I the Asshole? This one is a 20-year-old female talking about her sick mom who is 55. Obligatory mobile user and first-time poster warning. Thank you. Last year, in the middle of the COVID lockdown, my mom and dad, 55, her dad's 55 also, decided to move about 800 miles away from where we lived our entire lives and where I currently go to college. I had no choice but to go with them as my housing at school shut down. We have zero family here, and my parents are kind of antisocial, so it's really just the two of them plus me and my siblings when we come to visit. Over quarantine last year, my mom fell and broke both of her wrists. Because of this, she was diagnosed with osteoporosis caused by the treatments for breast cancer 5 years prior. Sounds like you should sue somebody about that. It was very difficult and caused a huge rift between me and my dad, as he expected me to take over all the typical mom roles like cooking, cleaning, bathing, and feeding my mom, etc. This would not have bothered me, but it elevated past the simple just cooking dinner. He expected me to serve him, like literally cut his meat for him, as my mom had done. I called my sister, who's 24, and my brother, who's 22, and made them fly out to help me so I wouldn't actually go insane. They were really great and stayed for a few weeks to help. When it came to sorry, I'm looking at this on Snapchat, and every time I touch the screen to scroll, it pops up like me trying to type. So it's just hard to keep fluidly going here. They were really great and stayed out a few weeks to help. When it came time to move back to college, I was so relieved and left. Now, pretty much exactly a year later, I come home again for summer break to spend some time with my parents. At college, I have a 12-month lease, so essentially I'm paying to not live there right now. After a week of isolation, I realized that I did not want to be here as I don't know anyone and was lonely. I was planning on going back to my college apartment soon so I can be with my friends, siblings, and boyfriend. After being home for a little over a week, my mom falls and breaks her leg. I'm going to get to why the mom's falling all the time in a second. She needs round-the-clock care as she can't use crutches because of her wrists and the house isn't wheelchair accessible. My dad is exactly how he was last year, and I am devastated. I don't want to abandon my mom when she needs help, but I am miserable.
Jesus, bro.
Yeah,
Your
I would
dad
say
sucks, for one.
I would say
kind of a boss though, because he's making his woman cut his steak. So
yeah, and like that kind of behavior, that like kind of controlling
Old
behavior,
shit.
and the fact that she's constantly breaking shit almost makes me question whether there's like a domestic violence problem going on too. But also on the other end of that spectrum, I wonder if she's actually breaking shit, or if this is just a way to keep their like last kid at home, which would make sense.
Empty nest.
Furthermore, I think that you should just like move your mom to your apartment and leave your dad there, and just let him fend for himself for a little while. I think he needs that. And then you'll be around your friends and stuff, and your siblings who can help out when you got to do stuff, and you're already paying for your apartment back where you grew up. So that's what I would do. I wouldn't say you're the asshole. Yeah, explore other options. Speak up for yourself. Don't let them just tell you what to do, even though they're your parents. You're an adult now.
Yeah. Don't move your mom. Like I would say don't move your mom to your apartment where she falls and breaks a whole bunch of other stuff on herself and then never leaves your side. Maybe that would happen. Like that sounds
Maybe.
bad. Maybe your dad should, step up to the plate and like take
Right.
care of your mom. Like that sounds reasonable. Like Jesus. Like I don't understand what he doesn't have broken wrists. His legs aren't broken. Like that's his wife. It seems like he is in that old school mentality where like because maybe he was the provider or something like that. Like he's the male that females of the house need to take care of him. Which I get that. That's kind of like a cultural thing. in a lot of aspects too. But it's past that. You're retirement age now, or I don't think that they work. I don't think they said anything about that, but it's like your time to shine is right now because your wife needs you. You don't sit in the corner and twiddle your thumbs.
Right. So, like, if I was the wife, I'd leave him. As soon as my leg healed up, I'd be like, I'm out. Peace.
Because he refuses to take care of her, or he just...
Right, like think, you've got, I think they said the oldest kid was 24. So, we'll just generally assume that these people have been married at least 24 years. And you break your wrist, you break your leg, and your husband of 24 at least years is like refusing to take care of you.
She ain't gonna leave him. She ain't gonna leave him.
I mean, yeah, she's definitely not, but like that's what
she's
I
over
think
here.
She should do.
She's over here cutting up his meat. That's devotion right there. That's burning desire. He did something right. Like she's over here,
maybe
doing all the shit for him.
Maybe he broke her though, like a fucking stallion. Just
Yeah,
I don't know.
That never lasts. You can try to break a woman, but she'll leave you. She'll take the opportunity to run. Can't do
Not
that.
Every time.
Well, here's the thing though. Women are hypergamous, right? But that's their nature. But the thing with this is, well, like as women age, their sexual market value goes down, whereas when a man ages, it only goes up. Like we hit our peak in like our 40s, late 30s, and women.
I think you got
like,
that backwards, actually.
Nope. And women hit their peak in like 24. Sexual market value. So she's
you're
not gonna
saying
fucking
this
go.
guy, this elderly couple.
I don't know how old they are. How old are they?
55.
The parents 55. are 55.
Okay,
yeah.
Never mind.
But I always heard that guys peak at like 18.
Fuck no, dude. Guy,
like
men's value it skyrockets when you're like 30 and you have your shit together. Dude, you're the fucking man. You're the boss.
Oh wait, you're talking like across all areas. I think I was talking like biologically, like.
I see what you're talking about.
Strictly biologically.
What I'm talking about is like
on different pages. Yeah.
I'm talking about how like women are hypergamous. They seek resources and protection, and men are just. I mean, you can look at it doesn't matter anymore because the age different. I didn't know that they were like 55. I thought they were like, I don't know, younger than that. But I thought we were talking about something else. So it doesn't matter.
Oh, were you just like not paying attention that entire time that I was reading the Reddit article or something? Like you just didn't know what we were talking about?
No, I know what we're talking about, Jed.
Okay.
She has to come back from fucking college and take care of mom and dad because dad's not taking care of mom. Even though mom fucking loved dad back in the day and cut up his little meat into little pieces and shit. Yeah, I was paying attention. Yeah, that's why I said that, Jed.
Okay, so listen to this. Like I was saying, like he needs to step up to the plate and like be the husband, right? At the same time, I don't think she'd be as mad if she didn't have to also take care of her dad, right?
Right.
So maybe you were right about the whole situation about like only taking care of the mom and like moving her away, but at the same time, you don't want to be stuck with all that responsibility as like a young person and everything. Anything to add, Lane?
All right.
So
we all
she's
agree
not
she's
an
not the
asshole.
asshole.
Dad's the asshole because he won't step up to the.
Coming up, we say some things that we do not mean. The Gentleman's Bureau in no way encourages violence or crime. If we are laughing, it is a good indication that we are joking. All right, so this next one is from the subreddit Revenge Plans. But then it's titled My Vengeance Plans.
Yeah.
Almost the same. Not quite, but okay. Here's my revenge. Okay, which is it? Your vengeance or your revenge?
Jeez.
Okay, here's
this
my
guy
revenge.
needs to
Please
make
tell
up his
me
mind.
how it can be. It's like Denmark. Oh, you're Denmark, but you're Dutch. But you're also Holland. It doesn't make any sense. Pick a lane. Okay. Here's my revenge. Please tell me how it can be improved. There's this new kid in my class called Raheem. Yes, that's his real name. I have no respect for him. Anyways, he constantly insults me for literally no reason and makes me the butt of his joke in class. He also insulted my dead father. So here is my revenge plan. Every time he insults me, I will try to record the insult with a tape recorder. I will keep this up until year 11, the week before the GCSE, and show this to my town's council, school police, head of year, and head teacher at my school, and get him hopefully expelled before the GCSE. Request to be anonymous. Looking at him struggle to find out who snitched will be entertaining. Hope you get your justice. He made fun of your dead dad, just like kill his dad. Boom. Revenge.
Jesus, that's a little hard.
I would say, I don't know. That sounds like a pretty good plan. It's kind of passive aggressive for my taste, but it also, I think it's going to be the best way to, it's going to hurt. It's going to really inconvenience him. It's going to harm his reputation around town. He's probably going to have to pay extra money to get his GCSE taken at a later date. So I think this is like the right amount of a problem to cause for these years of insults. Plus, it also gives him time to like change and like be a better person and like apologize. I don't think it's going to happen because most bullies don't. But I mean, hey, maybe it'll be a Hallmark movie for you.
Here's my idea. Okay. Your town has a chili cook-off. All right. I don't know if you guys have.
You need some Peruvian hot peppers.
Yeah, Peruvian bell peppers.
Whatever they're called.
Yeah. So your town has a chili cook-off, right? Now, being the nice gentleman you are, you go around town, but really you just go to his place, and you're like, hey, can I talk to your parents and ask them about their chili recipes? I'm trying to get some ideas, you know. And then you get a layout of the house, right? Where do they sleep? Where do they keep the guns? Where's the resources, right? And then later that night, you go in, you take them out, you kill them, you slice them up into little minced meat, and then you put them in your chili for the chili cook-off. And then, you know, this kid shows up to the chili cook-off because it's fucking great, and he wants to taste your chili so he can insult you, talk shit about your dead dad and how your dead dad would never love it. And then you could just be like, here's a bowl of chili. And then as he eats it, you can be like, yeah, those are your dead parents. Hope you enjoy that. Hope it's tasty.
Jesus Christ.
Bit much.
Even hearing that.
Murder here.
Did you get the reference? Anybody?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's still cringy. It's like just hearing that sounds so bad.
Yeah, like a notification popped up on my phone, and I went to like quickly hit the power button and clear it away so it wouldn't bother me. And like that was the exact point where you switched from pretty normal to kill them and chop them into little bits, put them in your chili and make the kid eat them. Like I came back to that and I was like, oh, well, how did we get here? Boy, that escalated quickly.
No, but seriously, I think you're way too passive aggressive. You need to fuck this kid up. Like talking about your dead dad's some pretty serious shit, man. Like if you like, okay, maybe he's bigger than you. Maybe you're like kind of one of those smaller guys. Hire somebody to whoop the shit out of him, man. Like there's gangs work for money. Like they'll do it. They're not gonna be like, whoa, I don't want this, $20 to beat up some kid that I would have done anyways, or like something stupid like that. Just be like, hey, this is my problem, like my serious problem where this guy is fucking with me all the time, and like he's gone too far. He's talking about my dad that passed away. Like, yeah, you need to like little physical harm to this kid will like straighten him up. Like I think this will be more corrective than like messing up his test, but you can do both. Ruin his future. And then he thinks back, like, whenever he's working construction on the side of the road, like, making not bad money, to be honest with you, but still, like, oh, I wish I was in an AC'd office and not, cooking alive on this blacktop. Maybe I should have been nicer in school and like got through life, not being a dick.
I want to say the GCSE is like a British thing. I'm not positive though, because I'm an American. But so like if it was America, I'd say like just go find like a biker bar and ask around about like who wants to help you with a bully problem, because I'm sure you'll find one biker that had a little bit too much bullying done to them in high school and wants to get some revenge on the next generation. But if you are not in America and need to find a way to do this, use Craigslist. Just be like, I'm looking for somebody that got bullied a lot and wants revenge. Wants to help me get revenge. And then just be like, hey, man, I'll give you $5. Go beat him up. He's
You're
like,
on
no.
Reddit.
I'll do it for free. Yeah, you're on Reddit. Just ask somebody to help beat him up for you.
Yeah, fucking dude, you're in England? Like, there's stabbings all the time. Like, this dude just gets stabbed randomly on the street. Like, nobody's gonna put two and two together.
Right?
There is gangs out there. They're looking to
find one of those.
Go
find one of those knife suppositories where you can turn in your pocket knives and just use your pocket knife to break it open and get a bunch of other people's pocket knives. Make sure you're wearing gloves. You don't want any fingerprints on these knives. And then after you do the deed, you make sure you put his hand on it so it looks like it's self-inflicted.
he stabbed himself 17 times in the face.
Put on some like Japanese movie with like a seppuku scene on repeat, and then you'd be fine. They'd be like, "Oh yeah, he wanted to bring honor to his family." really into this. Holy shit!
You
know, it might be an interesting thing to try though. Maybe just like go talk to his dad or his parents. Like find out time when he's not going to be at home, and just be like, "Hi, I go to school with your son.
He's a piece
he's
of
making
shit.
fun of my." He's a piece of shit. He's making fun of my dad being dead shit.
If he grows up in a household like that, they're probably just gonna make fun of your dead dad. They're gonna be like, "Hey, honey, come in here. This guy's over here bitching about his dead dad."
Exactly.
It's just gonna be a big joke. And then at what point? What do you go to the grandparents, Jed? Great grandparents? Go to the gravesite?
You're just naturally assuming that every asshole bully's parents are also asshole bullies.
No,
well,
it's not
think
entirely
about this,
true.
Dude. Hurt people hurt people.
Yeah,
and like, that's
hurt people.
That's really.
Where's he get this from?
True.
How old is he? Where does he get this?
I'd say he's probably like
maybe he got it from his uncle.
Middle school kind of thing. That's I mean, not middle school, like middle high school. So like sophomore year or something like that.
What?
So are you trying to tell me something happened with you and your uncle, Jed?
No, all my uncles are really cool. But my buddy said something funny the other day at the bonfire. He was like, "Oh yeah,
oh, no.
Uncle Bad Touch," and I was like, "That's a good way to say that, Uncle Bad Touch." Funny.
Jesus Christ.
Obviously terrible, but funny. I don't know.
What if he did go to this kid's family and come to find out like the kid is like the black sheep of the family, everybody else is super nice. He's like, "Oh, we just don't know what to do with little Jacob," like something like that.
Maybe.
Yeah, maybe. I seriously think, dude, like best way out of this is like continue on the path that you have, because that's kind of fun. But physical harm to this guy is probably the best way to do it. And you could hire somebody else if you're too weak. And if you aren't too weak, or if you really want to like motivate yourself, change your life around, become really into martial arts. I don't know. Picking on somebody can motivate them to like change their life for the better too. So think about that at the same time.
Yeah. Also, a lot of bullies stop as soon as you fight back, right?
Yeah, they're afraid to escalate. So
yeah. Maybe. Hey, I would say if I like your plan. It's a good plan. I would say maybe try to get other people that this guy bullies to get in on it too.
Because it's never just one person.
Yeah, right.
Really.
And then when you go to the city and the police and shit, you'll have even more ammo.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So,
all right.
You can
Yo, sorry, I what the fuck did we just advise? Because I looked at my phone for 2 seconds. I re-listened and I heard, yeah, you'll have more ammo. What did we just advise? What the fuck did we just? I'm not stamping my approval on any of this until I figure out what the fuck we just said. Sorry.
We said keep to the course that he set out. We said keep on, collecting your evidence of his bullying to reveal before the big test. but maybe try to get other people that he bullies to also record him
Okay.
so that when you bring the evidence to the city, you have more ammo to shoot him with.
Okay. All right.
Jesus Christ.
I thought I heard something a little different.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
No.
All the bullies will pay.
Who's laughing now?
Pumped up kick starts playing in the background.
Oh,
Exactly.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Oh Lord.
Say hi to my dad for me.
Yeah, exactly. Jesus Christ. No, the Gentleman's Bureau does not support Columbine. Jesus Christ.
No, don't do that. But if you're
Oh,
gonna do
Lord.
it, no, just kidding.
But if you're gonna do it, don't associate yourself with us.
You're gonna
Don't
do
say
it, clear your search
subscribe
history
to.
first. We don't want this coming
Gentleman's
back to
Bureau.
us.
Exactly. Jesus Christ.
All right,
I
boys.
smell a lawsuit coming.
Yeah, me too.
exactly.
That was a good one. I'll put a disclaimer in at the beginning of the video. We got one more left here. I don't know which one it's from, but we'll find out.
Probably violated YouTube's policy.
Wait, I think it's Ask Reddit, maybe. I don't
Oh,
know.
it's just Ask Reddit?
Relationship
Okay.
advice.
Relationship
Maybe
advice.
Wasn't there one?
I can't remember.
Other under the subreddit. Am I the asshole?
We already had two of those.
Nah.
Just that's it.
Yeah.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
of the four that we went with, because we had more guys. I'll tell
We
you right
want
now.
quality.
We had more posts, but we just picked the four best ones.
Yep.
And now
All right,
you're getting
what's
them.
this next one?
My 23 female husband, 29 male, convinced me to try more intense pain in the bedroom, and he pushed me past my limits. I don't know how to respond to this. For the record, I don't think Reddit would have been the best choice. Maybe talk to him first, but sure, let's ask the
Exactly.
internet that don't need to know your private life. Let's go. We've always been fairly imaginative and open-minded about trying new things to spice up our sex life. They're like not even out of their 20s yet. I feel like
Yeah.
sex is sufficiently spicy at that age. Anyway,
You gotta mix it up. You gotta do it different places. Shit can get stale, bro.
I guess if I've been with someone long enough for it to get stale, so I wouldn't know. Life. So this wasn't completely out of the blue. We have done a fair bit of kinky sex, and I'm always trying to improve myself so I can please him more. Quality woman. I'm not a masochist, but I've learned to take some pain to satisfy his sadistic side. It's never been as intense as he wanted. It was always a compromise, as I can't take as much pain as he wants me to, and I have a safe word, so he always had to stop completely if I used it. It's good that he has restraint.
Bullshit. Women can take more pain than men.
Anyway,
Maybe this is crazy though.
so he always had to stop. We planned out each session in detail. I only agreed to do what I feel comfortable taking. It worked great for a while, but he always wanted more. He wanted to make me cry and push my limits. It was putting a big strain on our relationship as his needs weren't being met, and he thought I wasn't putting in enough effort. So last week he finally managed to convince me to try it out on the condition that I would still get a safe signal in case I really needed to stop. We agreed that the signal would be shaking my head side to side while grunting 3 times in a row. It happened last Friday afternoon. What time exactly? Because you're giving me so many details. Like, I want to know exactly what time this happened. I was tied down and gagged very tightly. He used his belt to hit my butt and thighs. About 3 minutes into the session, I couldn't take it anymore, so I did the safe signal. He ignored it completely and started hitting harder and faster. He didn't stop until I passed out from the pain. It was by far the most painful experience I'd ever been through in my whole life. Once I recovered enough to be able to talk, we had a huge fight, and he expressed zero regrets. In his view, he did what he needed to do in order to get what he wanted. He thought it was okay that he tricked me into it. We argued for hours, and then I gave him the silent treatment over the entire weekend. Yesterday, he told me to stop being a bitch about it, and we had another big fight. I don't know. Sorry, the text thing again. And we had another big fight. I don't know how we're going to be able to recover from this. I'm sick and tired of everything. What should I do? Okay, so if you're sick and tired of everything, leave. And I feel like if you're doing these kind of like sadistic exercises in the bedroom, and he totally ignores the safe word, and it sounds like he admitted to tricking you into this position where he was going to take advantage of you, past what you're okay with. Like, that's a huge breach of trust. It's I feel like it's a scary thing to see. Like, if I was a psychiatrist, I'd want to talk to this guy and see what his inner thoughts are, and why he's getting such a kick out of hurting people. It's a red flag for me personally. What do you guys think?
Yeah.
There's a
For
lot
sure.
to unpack here.
There's a lot to unpack. Like, thing is, like, you're in one of the most trust. Like, when you engage in shit like that, you're very vulnerable to begin with, right? Like, that's a very trusting act. So for you to not, or for him to not stick with his word and do the shit that he did, first off, that's fucked up. And he, like Jed said, he's probably a fucking serial killer and should probably be locked up.
Maybe not yet.
Well,
But it's a warning sign.
well, like, okay, how many, she may be the first person, and he was like, cool, I got a taste, I like that shit, I'm gonna do it again to this other girl and tell her the same shit, and then that's how it, like, maybe perpetuates. But like, at that point, you can't trust him in the bed, so how the fuck are you gonna trust him with anything else? You know what I mean? Like, that's what I'm thinking of, but I don't know.
Yeah. Next thing you know, he's sneaking stuff into your food, and you're, getting sick. He's got to, take care of you, keep you at home, do what he wants with you. Weird shit like that. Like,
He's laying out your outfits for you in the morning.
yeah.
Snaps
like,
when you do a little thing off script.
Yeah. I think first of all, yeah, Jed kind of hit it on the head. Like, you're in your 20s and you're pushing yourself to new limits because you're trying to spice things up. Then either one of you is seriously damaged from, like, early, I guess, sexual encounters, like, too early in life, or maybe just, like, pushing way too far, way too quick. Like, Jesus Christ, people. What happened to just, loving somebody and, taking it slow? And you don't have to get into all that crazy shit until, like, you're in your 40s. Jesus Christ. Right?
Space it out. Try some weird positions first.
Yeah, don't yeah, Jesus Christ. Maybe they went through all that. So,
I don't know. Maybe.
yeah. What I'm gonna say for anybody listening that is in their 20s and they're thinking about doing this, yeah, space it out. Try some new positions, like Jed said. Like,
And if
this
new
is advice
positions
for
don't do
everybody.
it for
This
you,
isn't even for these people. Like,
Yeah.
yeah.
if the new positions
Get away
don't
from
do
the
it,
internet for a while. Read a book that is not
Erotica.
erotica. Yeah, exactly. That's what.
Ooh, you should write erotica for him of what you want him to do.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what you should do.
Yeah. And then
It's a
when he
whole
asks you
bunch
about it, just totally deny that you ever did it. Act like it didn't happen.
That's
And
part of the fantasy.
even past like just different positions, sex in public, I hear is a big one.
Yeah, don't get
Because-
a felony.
I mean, yeah, don't get a felony, but, like, I don't know, just, like, go park your car outside your house away from people. Like, I don't know, like,
Next to a
I don't know,
playground.
maybe, like, in your
Like what?
garage, or, I mean, I'm thinking, like, in the country, it's pretty easy to find a spot nowhere near anybody.
Yeah, these people are, how many people live in the city? What percentage? So
like 1%.
you're just assuming that some masochist in the country is beating this lady whenever he's probably beating cows too. Let's be honest. He's out there beating a cow down. He's like, yeah, you like that, you dirty heifer.
Man, did you hear it? The Johnsons have the most tender meat. For some reason, their cows are just all soft on the inside.
Jesus.
It's like the meat comes out pre-tenderized as soon as you cut it off the side of the beef. It's weird.
God damn.
Yo, real talk, you think that would work?
No! Unless you like pulverize, unless you like just had like 20 guys around it just punching it constantly, like right before you butchered it, it would like have a chance to get better. before you butchered it. It probably, if you did it like over the course of like 6 months, it would end up making it tougher because it would heal tougher. But if you did like right before, if you did, a lot of it
right
right before, yeah, it might work. I don't know. I'm not a
Just
fucking
wondering.
doctor, but it might work.
Maybe they have a machine that already does it for like I don't know.
Scavengers
Cow,
Cow company.
cow will- ooh, I'm getting a massage. Ooh,
no the guy.
oh,
yeah.
that's starting to hurt. Ooh, maybe bring it back like 20%, and
Yeah,
then the bolt in the head thing that they do. And
yeah.
just,
Yeah.
wild, man.
That's so fucked up, but I don't know why that went in my head up.
I don't know, man.
That's great. This dude, because he's
Fuck, I'm
trying to
not
beat
like
the
that
shit
guy,
out
I
of her, he's
swear.
trying to eat her.
People.
Sure.
That's what it is. He's
I believe
trying
you.
to eat
I'm
her.
not like that guy, I swear. Alright.
Every time you see
yeah.
him, more.
Fucking weird. Fucking weird. Is that it for Reddit today?
That's the 4 that we had. It's the 4 that we deemed better than the rest. So my relationship advice, final word on it, I would say there's plenty of fish in the sea, and I don't think that this guy is worth the pain, stress, and possibly dying over.
Too many fish in the sea.
Too many fish. You know, maybe you know, have one fish, two fish, a red fish or a blue fish. You know, not a fish with a ball gag and a leather whip for a little while. You know, like calm it down.
Well, I mean, whips are okay.
Yeah. Wait until you're 30. Jesus Christ. Maybe go to a club. You know.
Yeah, maybe just bring in another, just bring somebody else in. That'll spice
Somebody
things up.
that'll stop him whenever he's beating the shit out of you.
Yeah. Have like a ref.
Exactly.
Foul, technical foul, reset.
Exactly.
Yeah, that'd be funny.
What's the next thing he's gonna do? Is he gonna choke her out? He's gonna choke her out in the bedroom, just like let her pass.
Maybe.
Well, she passed out until she came to, and he didn't like do anything for her.
I think like it seems like they've been fucking so much that maybe they need some abstinence for a little bit just to like.
Exactly.
And then when they go back to it, they'll be like, "Oh, okay, fuck yeah,
Yeah.
it's just normal sex." Like I feel like they're like, bang, 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 all the fucking time, to where it's like, well, yeah, of course it's gonna get fucking boring because you guys just fuck all the time, and that's why it's led to where it's led, you know.
He's got
I
to
don't
take dick pills just to get hard, and he's like, he can't even
He's
like
20, he
get
has
through
to
life.
take
Yeah.
pills.
29.
Yeah, it's
Fuck.
probably what it is. Like, well, that's a big thing right now. The highest percentage of like men in their 20s right now, like with ED, stuff like that, 30s.
What?
Yeah, there's a huge percentage of men in their 20s with ED because like
Thank God I'm not in that. Jesus Christ.
yeah, it's awful. It's because like over sexualize everything. Yeah, like porn, the fucking the fact that everybody's just banging constantly, like everything's boring, and then they can't even like get aroused by like regular pornography.
What's gonna happen when like that's just the norm completely?
I don't think it will be. I think that it just I just
I'm
don't think
fucking worried now. God
Like,
damn
that's
it!
crazy.
I am fucking 25 in
Yeah,
9
you know
days.
what I'm still
Or-
worried about? I'm still worried about shooting blanks, man. Because like
don't
they
be
keep
worried
saying
about that.
like
That's a blessing.
they keep saying like, oh yeah, your phone's
Oh.
gonna kill your sperm count, Mountain Dew's gonna kill your sperm count, all these other energy drinks are gonna kill your sperm count. Everything kills your sperm count. I'm just like I definitely want to be shooting blanks right now, but I definitely want to be not shooting blanks in the future.
I'll
You
send you some. I'll send you this this thing that's supposed to strengthen your sperm count. I'll show you later.
Well, no need to send it to me now.
What? No need to
No,
send it to you.
no
now.
need to send it
Yeah.
now.
Well,
Are you saying
I'm just
you know
saying
that
like
you have a high
these
sperm
things will
count?
help you out.
Are you a dad now, Jed? Is that your way of like, oh, I don't
No.
want to tell you, but oh, okay.
What?
You made it seem like you are positive that you have a high sperm count. That's
No, I'm
Oh,
saying
man.
don't send it now because I don't need it now. I don't need my sperm count to go up
how do you know that?
Exactly.
because I'm not trying to have a
We
kid
got-
right
yeah,
now.
exactly.
You're not trying to? Well, that's whenever it happens.
Yeah, I don't even have a prospect for somebody to have a kid with right now.
Damn,
Well,
Jed.
come on.
That's sad.
We all
Maybe I'll
know.
just like
you
maybe I'll
could
just
go
go
down
find a
town
surrogate
and-
mother.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
I'll just pay
Keep
somebody like
talking, Jed.
75 grand.
Keep talking, Mark. You sure we all know.
We all know
Go
you can
downtown.
downtown. Find Sydney. She got 3-4 kids. She knows how to do it. You know. Get it done. Get it done. Get it done. Government gonna take the baby anyways. It's yours. It's fine. Just keep her off the pipe for 9 months. Be all right.
Task. It's a hard task, man.
Put her in jail. She got 4 assault charges and 6 warrants. Somebody looking for her ass.
Maybe, dude. Maybe. Anyway, I think that just about does it. Any last words, guys? Any final send
God, that
off
was a
to
great
the audience?
episode.
What's up?
I said that was a great episode. I had a really
It
fun
was a
time.
great episode.
It was decent.
And Lane, this entire episode, like an hour of recording, Lane is still eating his chicken.
That's awesome.
Is it still warm?
Is that a lot of chicken? Like how much chicken they give you?
It's like 11
Dang.
pieces of chicken and a bunch of curly fries. It's a lot of food.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
It's decent. It's pretty good, dude. Like
Yeah.
if you come out here, it's just wings.
Yeah,
It's
we
just
can't
alright.
we can't say the brand name because they don't sponsor us. But
I can't say the
yeah.
brand name, but it's just wings, guys. So
Yeah,
no big deal.
yeah, but they're good wings. They're good wings.
Cool.
All right then.
All right, guys.
Peace, everybody.
Yeah, be sure to
Oh,
like
wait. You know what?
the video.
Like, comment, subscribe. Yeah.
I was like, damn, Mark.
I
you're
messed
straight
up.
to- Bye.
Comment.
Okay. Later.
Bye, I'm out. Peace. Good talking to you. I'm done.
We're on Spotify now.
That's all the
Don't
time we
forget.
have. Yeah, Spotify, The Gentleman's Bureau. There'll be a link
Yeah.
in the description below. Right below that description, though, you'll find the comments section, and that's where you can share your thoughts with us about what you want to hear us talk about. You know, if you want some advice, like we gave some advice today to these Reddit people.
You want us to
If you want
explore
us to
our
give
subreddit?
some advice, email us at thegentsbureau@gmail.com. I'll put that link in the description too, our email. Send us an email. Let us know what you want us to talk about. Yeah,
Gents.
you know, like the video. You know, if you just there's like a little thumbs up button. Hit that button. That'll help us out quite a bit. Subscribe to the channel so you know we pop up on your feed of subscribed channels. You know, and then there's a little bell. Kind of looks like the Taco Bell bell, but it's not like golden. It's more straight on than like at an angle. It's hollow. It's white, little black outline. You know, a bell.
All right, they get it.
You're gonna wanna click that bell until like it has the little bars
Yeah.
around,
We're
so
good.
that you get
We're good.
notified.
Okay. They're
Yeah,
coming.
alright,
They're
Jed.
coming. They've already clicked it.
Like put up a new
We're
video.
good, man.
Yeah, they're getting it.
You know, and share this with your friends. That's
they
a big
got
one too.
it. They're gonna share,
Share it.
They
Put
said
it on
they
your
share
timelines, Facebook,
It.
Twitter.
They've said it a million times.
No,
They're gonna
they'll
share it.
share it.
Share it.
No,
Subscribe.
Cool.
Notify. Yeah.
Catch you later.
Bye.
Bye.
Fuck you.